Hey Pam, you're muted again.
Hello everybody! Welcome back to another day of Sacred Space Practices. I'm Pamela Hunter and I'm happy to be with you today. I've got 3 oils we're using for practice today: EnRGee, AromaSeiz, and Sacred Mountain. If you don't have these, grab the oils that you do have, but I love to introduce new oils and different ways to use them. We're going to start right away. You can be in a chair or you can be on the floor as well on your pallet. EnRGee is going to be the first one we use. I'm going to rub it on the bottom of my feet where my spine is. Our focus for this week is spinal health. So you need to know if you need a carrier oil with your oils. I have tested myself, and for this one on the bottom of my feet, I'm okay with rubbing that right up the spine of my foot, which is from the big toe all the way to the heel. And I'm going to put it on both sides. EnRGee brings vitality, circulation, and alertness. Take your scent tent, and as we utilize EnRGee up the spine, another great way is to have one of your family members rub it directly up your actual spine. We're going to connect with one another today. We're going to integrate through the practice of spinal health. Take your hands to your lap, whether you're seated on a pallet, a pillow, on the earth, or in a chair. If you're in a chair, make sure your feet are right underneath your knees and that your feet are grounded on the earth, that they touch. Take your hands there, and we're going to begin to spine flex, lengthening up and then rounding down. And we're going to do it very slow, inhaling up, looking up, and exhaling, rounding down. Again, lengthening all the way up and all the way back down, awakening the spine. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more. Joseph Pilates says, "You are as young as your spine is flexible." Me and my teacher have shifted that to say you are as young as your spine feels. So we really love to do movement with the spine. Exhale, down again. Nice. Inhale, come to neutral. Let's act like we're cupping water with our hands. So we're just holding our hands here. We're going to inhale up and exhale across. So it's inhale, exhale, switching the crisscross of the arm. Just getting some movement in the shoulders here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let go of any control, any thoughts here, and let yourself integrate. Sending love out. Keep breathing. And inhale up. Inhale a little more. And exhale, release down. Now you can stay where you are, but I'm going to come a little closer so you can see me. I learned this from one of my friends that's an expert in the spine, that if you take your hands and you grab this back part where your thoracic meets your cervical, and you give it some love here. You just rest your hands there, okay? Rest your hands and then take your feet parallel. So if I'm standing back here, you can see. Take my feet parallel. So I'm going to stand to the side so you can see me. Hold your hands there. You can be seated wherever you are. And look up and feel the weight of your hands. You're not pulling. You're just letting your hands rest there. Looking up, feeling the natural arch in your cervical spine, your neck. Exhale and allow your head to come down. So no pulling, no pressure, just resting your hands there. Inhale, look up. Moving your chin up, making sure your jaw is loose. exhale, round down, looking towards the front. 2 more. Inhale, look up. Exhale, looking down. 1 more time. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, feeling the natural movement, the natural curve of your spine. Then gradually bring your hands down and around. At any time during your day you're feeling some occasional tension or stress there, just hold there. You can put your essential oil right back there, which we will do in a moment. So back to the mat here. Come onto hands and knees. So cat-cows, we've done this a lot in the different practices. It's a nice way to move the spine. Today I would like to tuck the toes under in the cat-cow. I would like to let the chest drop so that your shoulders are way into their sockets, and then flatten out that tabletop by bringing the navel in. As you're here, concave the spine, letting the seat come up, and then 1 vertebra at a time, allow that to open up and lift the chin out and away, letting the jaw be soft. And then from the seat, from that lower vertebra, roll under, rounding by vertebra, by vertebra, by vertebra, until you get all the way up to the neck being loose and light. You may think it's heavy, but let it be loose and light. And then again, start at that lower part and lengthen ever so slowly. Your core is in, and you're lengthening 1 vertebra at a time, feeling, and you may feel some areas that have a little message for you. Take note of that. From the seat, rounding, rounding, rounding like a wave. It's like when you were a little kid playing with those parachutes and you could make it be like a wave. You could see the rippling effect. That's what you're doing with the rippling effect of your spine, going back and forth very slowly. We're inhaling when we rise our head. We're exhaling as it lowers. Last one, slowly coming through. And then come into that tabletop. Those right there can be a practice in amongst themselves. They're so lovely for the spine. Let's come down onto our belly. Make a pillow with your hands at first. Forehead to the earth, or to your hands stacked on top. Lift the left leg and then lift the right and bring them straight back. Let them rest so the tops of your feet are into the earth. Then bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Your hands and arms are parallel. You're using your whole hand to lengthen and lift backward as your tummy and your chest rise forward, shoulders back and away. There's a natural lift in the arch of the neck. Be mindful of that natural curve and bring in the navel to the spine as you gently activate the lengthening backwards with your hands and arms as your chest comes forward for Sphinx. Breathing in. This reminds me of going to Egypt with Young Living, with Gary Young, and seeing the Sphinx. We're in that Sphinx pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release back down. Pillow with your hands, stacking your hands on top. Forehead to. And relax and wiggle from side to side, the whole body, to let go of any of that occasional tension that may come from that Sphinx pose. Wiggling from side to side. You know that feeling when you get a massage and they get your whole body rocking? That is a way to reset the body. So let's reset the body ourselves. All right, one more time to that Sphinx. Taking those elbows underneath the shoulders. Hands are out, parallel. Inhale, activate the hands and the arms, gently rocking back as your tummy and your chest rock forward, your shoulders come down. and you get that gentle lift in the neck with its gentle curve. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more breath here. Inhale, exhale. Allow yourself to come back, pillow, stacking the hands, forehead to the earth, noticing again that natural curve in the spine of the neck, and wiggle your body from side to side to let it all reset. Beautiful breathing. Remember to breathe. Take your thumbs now back in the middle of your chest here. Spread your fingers, feet flat, and lift into a mini cobra. So there's lots of levels of cobra. In kids yoga, we call it baby snake, right? And then we have sibling snake, and then we have a mama snake. Share this with your kids. They'll have some fun. Or come back down to baby snake, sibling snake, sister or brother, or mama. One more time. Inching your way or staying where you are. Maybe you're just in baby. So lengthening up for a baby snake, sister snake, mama snake. Rising into these gentle back bends. Then take your feet up and touch them in the back. Then roll up if you can lift yourself there, or however you can come in to a child's pose. Forehead to the earth. Extend the arms and take them wide on the mat. Forehead to the earth. Wiggle from side to side to let all that spine unwind. Unwind that spine. Forehead to the earth. Hands out to the side like field goals. And then bring the shoulder blades back to open up the back of the heart and feel the spine in a new way. Breathe here. Finding and observing your breath. Nice. Walk your hands back out. Extend. Come onto hands and knees. Come into that downward dog to extend and open up the spine, and then walk your feet to meet your hands. And bring your hands to the knees. Extend, lengthening up, all the way up, and back down to center. I really loved what Colleen did yesterday, so I want to repeat it. I really loved how she moved the spine into mini back bends so gently. So let's do that and repeat that again today. Bring your feet hip width apart, put a bend, a bounce in your knees, and then take your hands out together out in front of you. And all we're doing is keeping a soft, subtle bounce, right? A knee, and we're moving our eyes and our head with our hands. So look at your hands and lift up. Your seat is out and back, only to where it's comfortable in your neck. And then exhale back down. And this time, go ahead and come all the way into the forward fold and release that down. Let your head and neck be heavy. Bring your hands to the top of the knees. Bend the knees even deeper. As you elongate back up to seated chair, rise the arms up, back up, and back to center. Let's do that again. Taking the arms out, knees bent. Guide your arms up, looking at your fingers, looking at your hands. Your neck is feeling the curve. Your spine is getting a nice little gentle baby back bend. Nice. And then inhale, lift up, and come back down, forward folding this time. Oh, that felt so good. And then lengthen the hands to the knees and lengthen the spine, coming all the way up. Touch the hands and back to center. So you can continue that, or you can follow me a little deeper. a little deeper into baby back bends. So our feet are grounded and centered. That's really important. I have myself to the side of you so you can see the movement in the spine. So feet grounded, lift the toes, spread the toes, and then set them back down so that you really feel that. Then you're going to let this whole hip socket come forward here. And then lift from the chest all the way up, the midsection to the chest. Bring your hands around, flip your fingers up, do a nice little gentle back bend, lengthening the head where it's comfortable. Do not let it fall back. Let the chin, let the strength of the neck guide you. Inhale, and then sweep the hands down, rising up the chest, rising up, and then gently bending the knees, forward fold with grace and ease here. Okay, now we're going to apply our next oil, the AromaSeiz. If you do not know if you can apply it without a carrier oil, open it and smell it. I have tested myself and I'm good with this oil. Rub your hands together, place it on that spot in the upper thoracic, and how about that lower back? Rub that on and feel the difference now that when we move. So whether you're guiding the hands up and back down and then forward folding, or you're doing this deeper, hips forward, extend, extend, flip the hands, lift the chin, release the jaw, lifting, feel that, slide the hands down, stand back up, letting the gaze be at the horizon, and then gently forward fold, bending the knee. Allow the spine to release. Let all the air come out. Inhale the hands to the top of the knees. Extend up into that chair and back to center. You ready for one more? I feel my spine getting it. I feel this amazing AromaSeiz that's giving us consistency. I trust myself. Do you trust yourself to look backwards just a little bit? And what I mean by that is back bending. Do you trust yourself? Hips forward. Remember, there's different variations for this. Hips, legs really strong, feet grounded, hips forward. Extend, extend, flip the hands up to feel that. Looking up any amount, releasing the jaw, letting it be loose. Be there. Slide those hands down, lift up, and then forward fold all the way back down. That was the last one. Allow yourself to sway with bent knees in that forward fold, feeling all the sides of the spine now, feeling all the movement here. Breathing, and then hands to the knees once again. Lengthening up, strong in your sacred space. Coming center here. Coming down onto your back. Coming down, feet close to the seat but apart. If you've seen us in all these sacred space practices, you have seen that we do this one a lot with our feet on the outside edges of the mat, toes turned in, pigeon-toed just a bit. The knees come together to kiss. We hand our hands on our hips to allow the spine to unwind, to elongate, to lengthen, to feel the earth supporting it. Breathe and observe your breath. Nice. Now, Gary Young would always say, walk backwards a little bit every day. Make sure, men, you don't have a wallet in your back pocket. Take your wallet out. He'd say, put your wallet in your mouth, bite down, and walk backwards. And that realigns the spine as well. So this is like I have this imaginary thought of walking backwards as I'm laying here, letting my spine be completely supported. Let the knees come up, heel toe, your knees in, one knee in, the other knee in. Allow yourself to wiggle back and forth to feel your spine on the earth. Nice. back and forth and back and forth. I am integrated. I trust myself. And I'm going to take my hands behind the hamstrings and I'm going to rock and roll up and back. This is one of the kids' favorite things to do, is rock and roll up and back. So if this doesn't work for you, you can just roll to your side and come up to seated in that way. Come centered and seated and grab your sacred mountain. Sacred mountain gives us strength. It gives us empowerment. It empowers us. And it grounds us. Think about a sacred mountain in this sacred space we're sitting in. I'm going to take that to my chest, and I'm going to take it through my hair. And this brings on resolution. It brings on the acceptance of ourselves. I accept myself. Bringing your hands, thumbs to your heart, fingers away, breathing here. We're going to do a few mountain breaths. Inhale, lengthen all the way up. Touch your hands looking up. Exhale as your arms come down, your chin comes down, your hands come to the hips, a gentle press. Back to center. Inhaling up, looking up, exhaling all the way around, moving that neck and press. Giving us some groundedness to come into life right here, right now. Inhale. Exhale all the way back around, feeling the strength of a mountain, feeling the groundedness of your body, the consciousness, the help and support from these 3 oils, bringing your hands to your heart. The oil of EnRGee, I am integrated. The oil of AromaSeiz, I trust myself. And the oil of Sacred Mountain, I accept the truth. I hope you enjoyed sacred space with me today, and my desire for you is to create your own sacred space daily. Practice with us. Get in a habit. Come and be with us, whatever time of day it is. Our videos are there for you. Practice in your own sacred space. Create it. Love yourself, my friends. Have a great day. So great to see you guys. Share this practice with anyone that needs it. All right, so great. Have a great day. You know this is on the Video Young Living Global Education page. Share it all day long, everywhere. Let's help serve. Let's help serve our Young Living family in big ways. All right. Have a great day.